Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to be working on this vase here. I want to change this thing up. I took down all my Easter decorations. Ugh, it looks so blah in this house, so I'm going to try to fix this thing up pretty. I really love this vase. I found this at Dollar Tree, but it just really doesn't match anything I have in my house. So I'm going to paint this with some chalk paint. I'm going to use the sheepskin color. This sheepskin color this is the Home Decor Folk Art chalk paint. It's just like a creamy white. It has like, I don't even know how to explain it, but you can see the difference here. I don't have a white next to, is that white? Oh, that is the white. You see how white that is, and you can see the difference. This was much more of a creamy color. It's so dark and dreary. Of course, it's another rainy, dreary, yucky day here, but I'm going to paint this. I'm going to give it 2 coats of that, and I'm going to do that with a sponge brush. And then I picked up a bunch of this stuff at Walmart. I love this stuff. I want to go back and get a bunch more because I am really into all these just greens this year. I think these are so pretty. This is the lamb's ear. It's really, really nice. It has like that flocking on it, and it's just gorgeous. And then I have some of the eucalyptus, and this is all from Walmart. And then some of the boxwood. I think I cut most of this one up already. But these come in a big bush of this stuff, and I'm going to use some of this stuff outside of my house this year too. But I'm going to use some of this stuff in my vase here, and then just a few of these. These are from Dollar Tree. They're just calling these wildflowers. I'm just going to put a few of these sticking in there just for a tiny bit of color. Not a lot of anything. I think I have some more of that over here somewhere. Here it is. Alright. I'm just going to cut off a couple little stems like this to add in there, and I think that's going to look really, really pretty. And I also want to put around the rim of this thing, I want to use some of this ribbon I got at Dollar Tree. I'm kind of a little disappointed with it. A lot of it's fraying off and coming apart, but I'm actually going to double this over, and this is going to fit really nice around the edge of that, or the neck of that vase. So that is my plan for this DIY. It's going to be simple, and I may add something on the front here. I want to go see if I have one of those laser cutout shapes that I want to use from Dollar Tree. I'll do that after I get this painted. So I want to get this going here because, you know, of course, like I said, it's a nice, rainy, yucky day. So a lot of times I'll just smear this paint on here and then just go back over it and tap it so you don't see any kind of like brush strokes or anything, and it just gives a little bit of texture. And I just love painting a lot of glass things with this chalk paint. And chalk paint I find is the best, you know, other than spray paint. I mean, you could always go ahead and spray paint these if you wanted to, but I like the matte look of the chalk paint for this project. So that's what I'm going to use on this. Sometimes it's easier just to get it in all the little creases to just kind of smear it around real quick and then just go back over it. I know I get off camera here. I get this stuff up close to my face so I can see. But I think this is going to be pretty. And if you like this color of this vase, then you could just leave it as is. It is very pretty. It just does not go with any of my decorations in this house. So that is why I am just going to go over this whole thing with 2 coats of this chalk paint. And this stuff is just such a pretty creamy white. So I'll do the first coat here. I'll do the second coat off camera. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to let this one dry, and then we can, go back over it. And normally this stuff dries pretty quick. I could use my heat gun on it too, but I figured I'd get a head start on this one today here. And we'll let it dry. And in between drying, I can get some other things done around this house that need to get done. It was just a very busy week last week, and yeah, just trying to play catch up pretty much this week. I need to get out and about and get to the stores this week and get some things, and just a lot to do, always. And then I think up on the top of this here, sometimes I'll paint the rim a different color. This one I'm not going to. I think it's going to look just pretty in this color. Or you could do this even like in a stone color, a sand-like color would be pretty cool too. But I love the shape of this vase, so I figured this is going to look really nice. You're still going to see all the detail in it and everything. So let me try to get up underneath here. Probably going to have to smear that around a little bit up under there. There we go. And then I think after this dries, I'm just going to go in here a little bit, just so you don't see it from the top, the color on the inside. I'm not going to try to, you know, like paint the whole inside or anything, but I think I am just going to go down inside a little bit, but I'll wait till this dries because I'm going to get it all over myself trying to do that. But that's it. That's how this is painted, and we're going to get this done, and then I'm going to get that second coat on there, and then we can come back and start decorating this baby up. And I do want to go dig through my, you know, those little laser cut things they have with the butterflies and flowers and all that. I still want to see if I can find one that I like, that I can maybe add to the front of that ribbon on here. I think that would look really cute. Trying to get most of this done where I still have a spot to put my finger. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to let this dry now, and then I'm going to come back and go over that with another coat of this chalk paint, and I think it will be absolutely beautiful. Alright, I got the two coats on here. It's nice and dry. I also want to show you what I'm going to do with this vase too. This thing's going to take like 2 minutes, but actually the lady at Dollar Tree gave me the idea. So when I was checking out, the cashier told me what she did with hers, and I thought, oh, that's a fabulous idea. So we're going to do that real quick too, but that's only like a couple minute, can't say second, couple minute video. So now I took one of these little cutouts. They have a lot of these at Dollar Tree that you can buy in the packs. They have butterflies, all kinds of animals, flowers, whatever, of these little laser cut. A lot of people call them wood cutouts, but they're not wood. They're actually like a chipboard. And I actually painted this one with some of this apple barrel multi-surface classic caramel. And I thought that would match good with the burlap ribbon here. So see what I mean? Some of this ribbon is just starting, it's just peeling away at the edge. But hopefully it doesn't do that too much. So I'm actually going to fold this in half. I just kind of want to measure around here, see how much I need. And I'm going to put my little butterfly on here. Now, I like this because you can use this any time of the year. You can change it up. I'm just going to make a little bow here in the back real quick. See how I painted just a little bit down on the inside, so you're not going to notice that. But I'm not sure exactly how high I want this, so I'm just going to put a little bow back here for now. And hopefully I will be able to get to it after I get my stuff on there. And I'm thinking that is probably going to be right about where I want this to hang, maybe a little bit lower. But anyway, I'm going to take this ribbon here and fold it in half just so the back of this lace shows in the front, just to make it look a lot thicker like that. And then I'm just going to take this around here and just glue it in the back. But I don't want to glue it on my ribbon. Alright, let's see, is that right in the back? Yes. Alright. So I'm going to cut some of this off. Actually, let me glue this up there. Let me grab a finger protector before I burn my fingers. But I'm just going to put some glue on here, and then we're just going to push that down, and I may need to cut a little more of this off. Let's see, yeah. Take a little bit more of this off here. And then I'm just going to glue that on top of there. There we go, let me get that out of there. Alright, so, and this will go right through the second layer of this to hold it in place. So let me just hold that there for a second, make sure I didn't get my ribbon caught in it, and I didn't, yay. Alright, I think that's so pretty. I just love this vase. Like I said, if you could find any kind of vase you like, even if it's not the color you like, you can just always change it up like this. But I do think I want that to come down a little bit more. Let's see if I can get my knot out of here now that I just made. There we go. Alright, let me loop that. I want this to, I want it to hang down in the front just a little bit more. Maybe just like that. I think that's perfect. Now this is just some crochet thread. I picked this up a long time ago. I don't remember. I think I may have gotten this at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. One of the two, I don't remember, but you can get this stuff pretty much anywhere. And I thought this color would work pretty good here. So I'm just going to tie a bow back here, because that way, if I want to change that, you know, you can change it up for the holidays or whatever you want to do. You can put something else here on the front. But I think that's really nice, so I'm just going to leave that be. So now I'm going to grab my flowers, which I've gotten all buried here now, because I've been digging through things here, making up my mind what to do. Here they are. I don't know if I want any of the lamb's ear in here. Let's take one of these off and see. These are really pretty. Yeah, I want to get back to Walmart before this stuff is all gone, and I think that's going to be too high, because I'm actually putting it on this little shelf. I'll take a picture of it when I'm done, out in my kitchen, and I think that might just stick up too high, even if I cut it down. It may. Where is my little bunny that I had up on that shelf? I can kind of measure. Hang on one second, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that this is going to fit on my shelf. Alright, it may. If I cut this down to about here. I had my big chocolate rabbit on that shelf, and now that it's off of there, it's just bare looking. Alright, so I think if I stick that down in there first, that might be fine. And that looks pretty just like that. I love that lamb's ear. Alright, so maybe I won't use quite as much of this stuff that I was going to use. I'm going to use some of this eucalyptus. And this is just mostly going to be just greenery. I think I am just really into that this year. I've seen a lot of really pretty DIYs and things that people have made using just these, you know, different greens and just a touch of some flowers. And if you want to put something down on the bottom of this to build it up a little bit, you can do that too. If you want it to be up higher, like I said, mine's going on a shelf, so I can't have it too high or it won't fit. Alright, and one piece of, this might be too much down here in the front. Let's see. Oh no, it isn't. That is perfect. Alright, and I think I am just going to leave that be just the way it is. And then, like I said, when it gets towards fall, this will take you right through the whole summer. You get towards fall, you can throw some fall flowers in here. Everything will match this little guy up. So that is done. That's all I'm going to do to this little guy here. Like I said, I'll take a picture of it after, and I will put it up at the end of this video. Alright, so now for this. The lady at Dollar Tree told me that she took, I'll put this one away because I already put the lights in this one, just a string of these little fairy lights she put down in here, and I thought that's a great idea. Now, Dollar Tree has some of these little fairy lights too, but you know, they have that big battery pack. These, if you just go on Amazon, you can find tons of different little fairy lights, and they'll just, you know, fit down in there nice with this smaller battery pack. It just has one of them little round batteries, which is much easier to hide than those big ones that Dollar Tree has. But the Dollar Tree lights are really pretty. They work really well. They last a long time. I've used them for the holidays and stuff before. So now for this one, I'm going to take a piece of this burlap ribbon here, and I'm going to use the whole piece this time and just put one all the way around here. I'm going to keep this out of my way. Actually, I'm going to do this on the other one. I'll just take those lights out and put it in here, because you'll want to do that before you put your lights on. So I'm just doing this mainly because I want to put just a few little greens in here, but I don't want to see the stems. So I'm going to put this on here just to hide the stems, and that's the only purpose that I'm putting this on here. So if you don't mind seeing the stems, then you don't even have to do this. But this I want to put in my downstairs bathroom, and it's going to have little lights in there, so you know, when you have company or something, you can just click on those little lights, or if you just want them on, you know, just because it's like Tuesday. Why not? Alright, so I'm going to make sure that goes in the back here. I'm really loving this burlap ribbon. Even though it does shred, apart a little bit, it's still really, really nice. So we're just going to glue that back here. And you could put something on the outside of this one too if you wanted to, some little pearly things or something. I'm just going to leave this plain like this. And then you're going to take your little lights. I'm going to have to pull them out of here. These are quite long. I'm not quite sure how many lights are on here, but there's a lot. And then I'm just going to take these and shove them right down here inside of this. Whoops, got it stuck on my eucalyptus. Right down in this little bottle here. These are just so pretty. They, you know, they kind of throw off purple colors, and they have some blue looking to them. They're just really gorgeous little vases. But that's it, just shove them down in there. And then you're just going to want your little battery pack on the back. This one I actually had a little sticky Velcro thing on here. That didn't hold up too well. I could probably glue that though to this fabric now. That might be a good idea. I might actually do that. Just this Velcro piece I put back here. Just to keep that, you know, where you can reach it really good. And you can see where the seam of this is on the sides. And then for the rest of this, I just took a bunch of these little pieces of the eucalyptus and the boxwood, and just a couple of those little flowers I'm going to stick in here. I'm just waiting for this glue to dry or cool. And then we're just going to stick them down in there like that. See, that way you don't see all those stems. And then I wanted to add one more back here because it just wasn't standing up quite right. And I don't want to put anything in here permanently. I don't want to glue them in because, like I said, I'd love to be able to change things up and reuse them instead of making all new all the time. But there, that is that. And then in the back here, you have your little switch, and look how pretty that is lit up. Let me shut this light off here for a second so you guys can see just how pretty these lights look in this jar. Oh, it's so bright on the camera. But it reflects all the, you know, all the way around the base here. You can see the design that's coming off of this, and it's hard to show these on video. For some reason, LED lights and video do not go very well together. Yeah, that's not showing up too great. But anyway, you can see how it reflects, and it'll reflect off the wall behind it wherever you happen to have it setting. But I think that's gorgeous. So that one, like I said, I'm going to put that down in my downstairs bathroom. Looks just as pretty with the lights off. And then I'm going to take that out, put that on a shelf, the one with my butterfly here, and we'll take some pretty pictures of these and put them at the end. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy little project, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.